Next up, we have Identity Part 2 from the O2Jam soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you use, like the video, share, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, join the Patreon, subscribe to the gaming channel, subscribe to the Reacts channel, how to request songs if you're not live stream members, getting early access to the content. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things later on this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitarded, so please keep that in mind. With that, let's do this. Identity Part 2, let's go. Okay, so we start with a distant sound over here of this, but we can already hear we have the drums giving us the drum beat, we have the bass over there with the drums giving us, and of course, our bass line, and we are having that melody giving us our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of a musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. Free online, not copyright on platform, Archie Music Studio, development I just took this song from them and performed this song. Oh my god. So it's worse than we expected. Oh, but yeah, the previous LFA we recorded was somebody... So it was from a copyright-free... so it's from a copyright... a Matcha Music Studio. And the developer just took the copyright-free thing there and put it... I mean, it's allowed, but you should probably put there that it's box music. Oh my god, there you go. Anyway. So on top of everything, we have some sound over here of like an arcade. Let me go back a second. Okay, so we had there the rest of the melody over there. It sounded like entering a coin into an arcade. So maybe he didn't know Bach and just like because he thought it sounded good. I don't think so, because if in that case, why would he change the title though? Because the recording is doesn't matter if anybody knows Bach. The recording is of like, I think the title of the recording is Fugue in G minor, right? So why would he change the title of the recording for his soundtrack? That just sounds like that's just so unethical. Yeah, like, it would be like Fugue in G minor by Johann Sebastian Bach, and you have the performance there on the copyright-free platform, and that's it. And the developer then took that, changed the title. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. Oh my god. Anyway, let's continue this, shall we? Okay, so it sounds like the initial part over here was like a music video kind of thing, where it was like generic sounds of an arcade. That was not the actual motif we were having. We bring this one over here, and because it is, yeah, no, like it's unethical. So yeah, to clear up, yeah, no, the previous one we did, it is from Madness, from the Mad Father soundtrack. It's the Fugue in G minor by J.S. Bach, and the creator took a free recording from a copyright-free platform, changed the name, and put it as his soundtrack. That is unbelievable. That is plagiarism. That is plagiarism through and through. I'm gonna have to label that. There we go. There we go. I just made the note that Fugue in G minor plagiarized. There. Yeah, I'm not gonna have chill for this. It's how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you lie to me and say that you came up with that when you just stole the soundtrack from somebody else? There you go. Angry Bach is in his grave. I mean, I don't think he would care. So let's see. Anyway. Don't touch my Bach, I know. So we are bringing this one over here. Our main melody now is some arpeggios, right? Arpeggio being when you play a chord one note at a time. You can hear that going down. Basically, we are going down the arpeggio. So, for example, here is C major. Here's arpeggiated. So the way we're doing it, basically going slowly, lower and lower and lower, and then we sequence that immediately, right? So sequencing, this is our actual motif. Sequencing is when you repeat a musical idea from a new starting point. So in this case, if we're starting from this chord, we could then switch it over to the next chord, and that just counts as sequencing. We have the drums and the bass doing their thing. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so we switch the instruments around. We have one synth now giving us like a kind of counter melody, partial arpeggios for that, and we have a couple others mainly for texture. Let's see where this goes. Oh, slide there, up. So it wasn't a trick. So it wasn't unrelated. That's the motif, and I'm confused now. So we bring back the full melody now in full force, which is an invert. Okay, so what we did there, the downward arpeggios, those were a reduction and inversion. Reduction and inversion of the motif. Reduction being when you play a faster version of something you've done before, and inversion is that you're playing an upside down reflection. So if this one, the inversion, kind of thing, playing it the opposite way. So I am gonna upload it on YouTube. I'm just gonna label it that it's plagiarized, and that's it. Yeah, no, like I am gonna upload it. I'm just gonna make sure that that people know that it's plagiarized. So yeah, confused because this is what we heard from the start. From what I thought, you know how there are music videos out there that have like the initial scene at a like what do I have to do? Like just let me. So Gag Quartet, the Gag Quartet, these guys that did the 8-bit anthem, right? So you start the video, and the first thing you hear is all of these. It sounds like an arcade, right? I thought this was what happened. By the way, the God Quartet, incredible group. They have some of the best internet-based medleys out there. They made one for like old games, and they made one for like memes in general. The internet medley, they're so good. I think 2 of them ended up at Berkeley. Like I did see them in person at Berkeley. I never took classes with them. They were just there, which was such a weird thing. So yeah, we're having the full melody. Let's see what it goes. Developing this melody, nice. Some repeated notes to extend the melody. Nice. Switching things around, basically with the drums and more synths over there, giving us a transition, kind of a break, a palette cleanser, so to speak. Little sample there. We slow down the drums, and we bring a call and response. It sounds like we're doing a variation of the melody, adding some slides here and there, and we engage, as I said, a call and response. Call and response being a musical conversation. We have the main melody right now with the slides giving us the call, and then we had another one with another variation of the original motif giving us the response. Usually a call and response, you can tell that each part that is doing either the call or the response is giving you some sort of coherent idea, some sort of phrase going on entirely, as we are hearing over here. Nice. So we have both melodies playing, engaging in some counterpoint. Counterpoint being the study, the art of melodies. How they are, how they develop, how they interact with one another, usually in the context of having 2 or more melodies playing at the same time. So yeah, we're doing this over here, and we are developing, we slowed things down over there very nicely. The drums are a little bit slower, the vibe is a little bit slower, but we are keeping the energy just the same. And you know what else was slowed down? The Patreon. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. If you don't support this channel more than you already are, consider joining the Patreon today. Even if you're not pledging any funds, do join the free tier at least, because this is where the non-gaming LFAs are going. What are those? Anime, film, TV, label music, the kind of stuff that we usually don't do on the main channel on YouTube. Why? What we do on YouTube is inherently fair use. That does not stop bad actors such as record labels, film studios, individual independent rat scammers out there from abusing the copyright system on YouTube. So in order to just not deal with that for these LFAs, we're putting them here exclusively on Patreon with paid members, citizen tier, and above getting early access to the content. So, if you want to support this channel more than you already are and you want exclusive access to these LFAs, join the Patreon today. Consider becoming a paid member today. You will get access either way. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. Link in the description down below. Thank you to those who are already members, especially those who are paid members, particularly Real Nemesis, French Guy, and Amaya. Your support means the world to me. For everybody else, become a member today. Consider becoming a paid member today. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. Linked in the description down below. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. Become a member today. All right. Let's get back to this. Let's see where it goes. Go study! Go study! Call and response there. And we bring in a call and response type, which is called canonic imitation just now. Canonic imitation is when the call and the response are the same thing. Let's see where it goes. Some arpeggios, variation of it. And off the ramp we go. Off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there is no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. And off the ramp is what I like to call any type of transition that makes your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. Kind of like going off a ramp. How do you do this? Remove the drums, maybe the bass as well, or as many instruments as you need to get this sense of up in the air. Let's see where this goes. Nice little break over there. And we bring... Okay, so we bring a guitar first over there to give us now what sounds to be an elongation of the motif. Elongation being when you a way to develop your material in which you do a slower version of what you've done before. We're having a variation over there. It sounds like a minor version of it. So, you know, major scales, they have the major third, make them sound very nice and lovely. Minor scales, you move that major third, you turn it into a minor third, and it sounds sadder kind of thing, like darker. Major scales, minor scales are built around that, mainly the major or minor third. We're using that, so we had the... And now we're having that kind of thing, right? So we just turn to a minor. I'm not entirely sure if it's parallel or relative. Shit, I don't have the time to explain those. Basically, parallel would be if the scale is the same. But we just change the... whether or not it's... We change the notes within. Relative would mean that we are using the same notes, just starting from a different spot. I really can't play the piano today, holy shit. Alright, so yeah, let's see where this goes. Alright. And we now bring a bunch of other synths, but slowly but surely we're building up, giving us a bunch of doublings. Doubling is when you have more than one instrument doing the same thing at the same time, and this run right here is one of the more illogical things about music. We are having, by now, I think 4 layers doing the same thing. We had the guitar, then we brought in the piano, we brought in synth number 1, and now synth number 2. They're all doing the same thing. The piano doubled the guitar. There's a doubling. Logically speaking, when the synth 1 jumped in, that would be a tripling. But this is music we're talking about. It has internal logic. The piano is doing a doubling. The synth is doing a separate doubling. We have 2 doublings. Synth number 2, the main synth, comes in. We now have 3 doublings. That is how music is. Music is nonsensical like that. The sooner you can come to terms with that, the sooner you will be able to make music. Let's see where this goes. There we go. Continuing that. Some sequencing over there. Nice. And repeating the whole melody. Extending the melody here and there by adding some repeated notes. So instead of doing the... so in order to elongate the melody a little bit, we are just extending the melody like this. So 1 times 3 is 2 times 2? Not really. Not really. It is 1 times 3. Like, it's all just doublings. It's just doublings. This is not a mathematical thing. It's just the first instrument, then you have a doubling, and every subsequent layer that you have is an additional doubling. So it's the number of instruments or the number of layers doing the same thing minus 1. So if we had 10 instruments doing the same thing, you would have the instrument doing the original thing plus 9 doublings. That's how this logic is. I tell you, it's internal logic, right? So, yeah, there's those. Off the ramp, we bring back the synth piano thing. So the synth piano thing had a violin over there. Assuming -1 is correct, maybe. Let's see. Bringing this back over here, changing the scale a little bit. So yeah, we're doing parallel relatives. I think we're doing parallel over here. Okay. Bringing now the minor version of this melody from before. Okay, sequencing it. We bring in a retardando. We have this slide there. Oh, that was really good. Okay, so we brought a retardando to this whole thing. A retardando means to slow down, or gradually slow down. We slowed this down. We brought in the last of the minor version of this, and we jumped straight into the major version of it. You can already hear it's a lot brighter, it's a lot more dynamic, especially because we just shot it straight back up to the major version with the same tempo that we had before. So we bring back the melody. So we've been reusing the material this entire time. In this case, of course, what we did with the minor section is that we were sequencing it and playing around with some chromaticism as well, right? Chromaticism is when you borrow from the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale is all 12 tones of Western music. That is going to be all the white and black keys in the keyboard. That is going to be all of those. And then whenever you make a scale, usually you will end up using 7 of those tones. Let's say, for example, C major, all the white keys in the keyboard. We have that, and if you engage in chromaticism, is borrowing any of the notes that you were not using. So it can help add extra flavor to what you're doing, you know? You know, that kind of stuff, adding extra little bits here and there. In this case, dancing back and forth between the major and minor until we now resolve to the major. Let's see how this is. Nice. We have the secondary synth giving us a slower outline. One last cadence of this. We let the sound dissipate. We have like these wind synths in the end. And with that, there you have it. That was a lot of fun. There you have it. Identity Part 2 from the O2Jam soundtrack. That was really fun. Very nice and upbeat. The kind of... It tricked me at the start. Because usually this kind of stuff, they just turn it to something completely different, and it didn't. Really well made. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, update the news, like the video, share, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everyone, don't forget to join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced first, whether it's the streams going live, the videos going up, the channels, updates, projects, giveaways, everything gets announced there first. We have the community there. We hang out. We chat. We steal memes from other people, sort of claim them as our own. Where I host the Vintage Story community server, that kind of stuff. Also, share these videos with everybody that you know. Use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord coordinates for that, so linked in the description. Help the channel grow. Members get early access to the content. It's scheduled. The videos will be on Saturdays. And if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch, both linked in the description. So, if you live in Goipwe and you're like, yeah, but what time is whatever time it is in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch, both linked in the description. And it's going to show the streaming schedule up to date in your local time zone, accounting for daylight savings if necessary. And subscribe to the gaming channel. Follow the gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. Drop with the gaming after show recordings when they happen. We play games on the later part of the stream, and then the VODs for every game we play live eventually end up over here. So subscribe to the channel, linked in the description, or search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd, sub the J for a G, and you got it. And subscribe to the Reacts channel. The LFAs are React format. This is where you're putting the Reacts for everything else. James Reacts Basterd. Subscribe to the channel, linked in the description, or search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd. Extend the R to Reacts, and you got it. And, yeah, there you have it. Identity Part 2, O2Jam, Oxygen Jam. I mean, it might be, because O2 is oxygen, so there you go. There you go. Good stuff, man. That was fun. That was fun. Good stuff, good stuff. But, yeah, let's move on.